Alright everybody, this is Anthony from Airsoft, and today we're going to be talking about Revelations 4, an event that we just went to down at Ballahack Airsoft. And today I have
John from Airsoft.
And
Biggs.
And together with one of our store friends, Adam and Brett, and my wife, we were down there playing our hearts out for the apocalypse. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have an open discussion. We're probably going to roll in a little bit of footage and some photos to kind of mix it up so that way you can see what was going on. And we're just going to talk about it. So what do you feel was the most important thing about this game that made it fun?
The fact that they let us run with the game, and pretty much they didn't stage anything. They didn't have anything pre-planned. They just let us go, and things ended up how we let it end up. The bottle caps and the tradable items, and the free will of the game was probably my favorite part.
So like, I don't know. I personally felt that this was the best game that I've ever been to. We've been to a lot of Nat Ops, been to a lot of crazy stuff, but I feel like I had more fun here than I did at any previous game. So like, what would you say was the most important part that made it fun? Like, what do you think was the difference between this and say like an Irene or a Milsim where everything's super scripted?
The fact that it was open. We'd go out and always be able to find something to do, whether it was seeing what the different traders had, or getting quests from some of the staff members.
Yeah. The first day, we showed up and we were supposed to bring all kinds of like lootable items and stuff like that. My wife and I took that as, since they said bottle caps were going to be currency, we brought our own, and the hilarity ensued. Since the game was so free form, they had their own pseudo economy, and then from there it would be built up. Because I have a pastime where I brew and bottle beer, so I had tons and tons of bottle caps sitting around, and so they had this economy set up. And then what did we do to wreck it?
The gold bottle caps were the highest value of all the bottle caps, and
My bad.
ironically, the bottle caps that we brought were the gold ones. So we
had like 200 or 300.
We kind of flooded the market with the gold bottle caps, and then from there, I believe the red bottle cap became the more valued one.
Because we had silver and gold. These are all bottle caps that we collected or had at the end of the game between the three of us. So we were doing some pretty solid work. There's a lot of loot on the table. So explain like the looting system. So like that was something that I thought was really cool. Because obviously in like an apocalypse or anything like that, if you have to kill somebody, you want their stuff. Mm-hmm. So they came up with a really cool system for that. What did you think of that?
I liked that there was, not only could you take either the bottle caps or the food, but if you could request items from them. So like, I'm hungry. Do you have any food I could get off you? Or if you were just looking for caps, you could say, hey, I want some caps. And it was up to 5 caps or 1 item.
So okay. So the first day, yeah, we have so much. We made so much money. We made so much money.
I wasn't hungry at all through the day.
No,
I was a little
we shot enough kids to feed ourselves all day.
You ate the kids?
Oh, I ate all the kids. So the first day we were kind of like feeling it out, and this event they had something that they never had before at one of the other ones, and that was that players took the initiative and built their own towns, which was pretty cool. So early in the day, we fell in line with this one little town that they called themselves Sanctuary. It was at the Ammo Depot.
Ammo Depot, yeah.
And the event organizers wanted to crash the party, so they were helping people to get organized and build armies. Because there was 500 people there, but at any given time, there'd only be about like 30 or 40 people in a given group. Well, the game organizers got this other team to organize like over 100 people to attack this town. So John, lay out what we did for this event. Because this is funny.
Luckily, we weren't in the town when the attack happened. We were actually on the road before the town, on our way to the town, and when the attack was happening. So we came up behind the attacking team and just slowly started picking them off. And we actually got hit from the town because they thought we were
part of them.
And then we kind of like, hey, it's us. And then the guys at the casino loved us because anytime they got attacked, we always end up being there and laying waste to
and we made money.
Attack them. Yeah.
And we made more money. So day two, we decided that we were going to kind of switch our roles up, and instead of just trying to, day one was mostly us trying to figure out where stuff was on the field and just trying to get our lay, because Ballahack is, for lack of a better word, it's a huge field. That place is huge. It was a little bit more constricted because of the winter months, because of all the rain and water, so a lot of it had flooded, but that field was impressive, its size, and the amount of stuff that they have built up on the field. But day two, since we had our lay of the land, we decided to kind of be a little bit more adventurous and move around. Instead of sticking to like one half of the field, we went and traveled the entire thing. Our goals were to kind of collect rare things that we thought were personally pretty cool. Because everybody was supposed to bring items that they could trade with to make caps and do stuff like that. And so there were some really inventive players who were bringing Fallout-themed stuff. So there's Nuka-Cola caps, a Nuka-Cola Quantums. We got 2 of those.
Yeah.
Mentats and stuff like that.
I think the Quantum Colas thing, they only made 2, and we ended up with the 2.
We bought the 2.
Both of them with our counterfeit
There was a
bottle
bidding
caps.
war.
There was a bidding war.
Well, we started a bidding war.
Because I guess the merchant had security, and the head of the security wanted to have one of his guys buy it, and I wasn't going to be outbidded, and so me and the security guy got in an argument about who's buying it, and he's like, "Well, I offer security." I was like, "Well, I can offer money for him to buy other better security." So, I wanted to shoot him, but I didn't want there to be a big fight right there. 'Cause I wanted to get my goods before there was a firefight, but in the end, we ended up getting what we wanted from the merchant because we have our ways.
So like the day 2, we decided to travel around, pick up quests, check out the whole field, collect rare items, and basically be like Indiana Jones of the wasteland. We were good guys. We didn't like shoot random people or anything, and we didn't start fights. But we were always there making a profit off of everything that was going on. So the day started off with a guy who was with us originally on the first day. And what did he do, Biggs?
We were engaging people on one side of the lake.
Who shot at us first.
Yes.
Who shot at us because we were never the aggressors. We didn't start fights.
Yes.
So.
And while we were getting tied down, trying to heal our group to try and pull back, he came from the other side of the lake and swung up behind us and took about half of us out. I know you and me specifically.
Yeah, he shot me for sure.
Yeah.
In my nethers. So then the rest of the day, we proceeded to do what to that poor guy?
Oh man! Anytime Martin, the one role playing merchant guy, he tried to keep the game going by giving people different quests, looking for a water bottle or looking for different like little things that he hid out in the field, and we were sending everybody that we seen after the guy that was with us. I think his name was James.
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
Yeah, we called him Cowboy because he wore a black cowboy hat. But we sent everybody after him, saying that he had a gameplay quest item. So we told him to shoot on sight first. Him and his mercenary marauder group. And then later on in the day, we were up in the Northern Alliance. And we had to take our mags out of our guns to get in, and so we got in. There was a casino up north up there.
No, well, let's be honest. We harassed the back guards.
Yeah.
We called them potatoes. we walked in and loaded our guns anyways.
Yeah.
We lied and said we were a part of them to get the challenge and the password.
Yeah, the challenge.
We sold the password to people so that they could get in and infiltrate them, and then we lied and told everybody that he was a spy. And they all lit him, like 40 or 50 people jumped in and shot him.
We were walking, I went up to the head of the security in the Northern Alliance. I said, "That guy over there, yeah, he's from the town over there, and he's here to infiltrate you guys and take out your leader. You might want to shoot him on sight." We were no more than 50 feet away from him. And there was about 40 guys just turned and just lit them all up for no reason. We got out of there as fast as we could.
So Biggs, you were basically what would be considered for this game a medic. Now explain to everybody what these are, how important and how rare they are, and how they would go about getting them.
Okay.
So,
well, I'm gonna grab not the broken one.
Not the broken one?
But
well, I love all things, unlike you. I like this one.
Well,
It's
very early on the first day, we managed to find one of these, which saved us so much. This was their medic device. It's a
stim pack. Yeah.
Yes, from the Fallout themed. The stim packs, they had a timer on them that were preset to a minute, and then whenever they would go off, they'd beep. and then they'd reset to a minute at any time, so you didn't have to fumble with it and do anything. Just press the button over and over. But the nice thing was, the person who was carrying this didn't have to be the medic. He could hand it off to somebody else, and they could run out and heal somebody. Or if the person carrying it was down, somebody could run up to them and take it off them and heal them with it. So having more than one of these in a group made us almost invincible.
Yeah, because by the end of the second day, we had our core, like, 8 people, because we picked up a couple of really cool straggler guys who were looking for friends and stuff. Mm-hmm. When we picked them up, between all of us, there was like about 8 of us. We had like 6 stim packs.
Yeah.
So we were just constantly coming back to life. Like, people couldn't handle it.
And there were
now,
only 100?
There was only 100 stim packs total in the game. We had, like, when we got our bigger group, because when you're a good guy, when you're nice to people, people tend to, like, want to hang out with you. So by the end of the day, we had, like, 30 people. And we had, and they were just dudes who were just walking with us. They were just like, you're cool, and we're going to walk with you.
I had a lot of fun with those guys, too.
And so, like,
guys that followed us around.
those dudes, like, were super excited to be there with us because we weren't assholes. And we had probably, what would you say, out of, like, those 30 people, we had, like, 15 or 16 stim packs amongst everybody. Yeah. So we had, like, 15 or 16% of the total stim packs in the game for a group that at any one point was only ever about 8 or 9 people strong. And then would grow a little bit and then shrink a little bit. So it was pretty awesome. So, yeah, the second day we were picking up quests. We were sending Cowboy to his grave a lot by other people. We probably told like 200 or 300 people that he was like either Satan or that he had a quest item or he was like a spy. We got him shot at least like 10 times. So when we started walking around and picking up quests, we noticed that one of the groups in the game had a lot of loot. They had acquired a red box full of loot, and the game staff, Chris at Ballahack, he sent us on a mission to wreck these poor guys. And by happenstance, we happened to run into another group that just decided that they wanted to wreck them as well. Now, irony being what it was the same group of dudes who came after Sanctuary on the first day. And they were leading a whole other pack of 100 strong worth of people to attack this place. So, and they were there doing it just to loot people. All they want to do is shoot everybody and take all of the loot. That was their goal. So what happened was they pushed through the town and killed a bunch of people who were in the neutral town to conduct business, and they were kind of salty. So we picked up at that point, we had our 8, and then we grew again to about like 20 or 30, and we decided to follow this 100-plus group of people because they were going to start destroying all these other towns. So once we decided what we were going to do, it became hilarious. So please elaborate. What did we do?
I forgot the red ammo can. We split the loot up amongst
all the people who helped us.
All the people who helped us, but we were heading into town. Right after we got into town, that group moved through the town
and shot everybody.
Wiped everybody out in the town. So they right from the town, you start moving into the Northern Alliance. So they started pushing through the blockades that the Northern Alliance had set up, and they're firing on people up the road there. And we just, I think it was about 8 of us. No, probably about 10 or 12 of us.
Well, yeah, as we walked through the town, it was 8. Then we added like 3 more who helped us take the red ammo can at the whatever air site or whatever, LZ or whatever they call it. And then like we pushed through, and then like 5 or 6 more people who were just grumpy from what happened to them in the town were like, yeah, let's, and then they decided to follow us.
They were all that group. They were hiding behind barriers, moving up, and we just stood behind them like a firing squad. Didn't take cover or anything, and just lit them all up. And you just see a pool of dead rags, pool of red,
and we're just looting everything. We're like, you cookies, you bottle caps, like
yeah, we're looting people as we went, and they were pretty upset about it, and I think a couple of them ended up surviving and meeting other people. Some people went to regen, and they regrouped up in the north, and we kind of like.
But the best part was like, Biggs, like we walked with the dudes who survived. Like we just instantly like filed into them, and we were just looking around like, who the hell did that? That was so mean. We're gonna go back into the town and wreck them. So like we hid amongst them and let that whole group respawn, and they became an even bigger group now because they collected all those Northern Alliance guys they just killed. So now it was like Dude, there was like so many dudes. Like,
They decided to turn around and head back into the town
and wreck it again.
and do the same thing that they did before, and we did the same thing. We waited till they got behind the barriers and just laid waste to them again. And then right after that, some guy comes running up to the town with an orange smoke grenade. As one of our guys, Adam, that was with us, was pegging him, was hitting him, and the guy kept running and he threw the smoke grenade and went and just hit this guy right in the nuts.
Oh,
and
poor guy.
The guy went down. I think it was one of the guys who had the Wolverine license plates
Yeah,
on
one
the
of
back
those
of his
guys.
back. He had the Wolverine license plates on the back of his back. And then the guy went down, and the guy who threw it just standing there like, oh my God, what did I just do? Do you want some bottle caps? And the guy's just puts his middle finger up, and it's just like, we're all like, do you really think he wants bottle caps? And so the guy who got hit ended up stumbling off the field. He ended up coming back later on. He was, because his group ended up following us around for the rest of the day. But
He was pretty solid.
yeah, I felt bad for him getting. It wasn't like a little like sports smoke grenade.
It was like one of those marine
giant
ones, like, it was like
marines
this big.
that float in the water. It was metal and ouch.
So I mean, all in all, we completed what would you say? Probably like 6 or 7 quests.
Yeah.
We collected a lot of loot, as you can see. We got a lot of loot. We collected a lot of stuff. Would you go to another one?
Oh man, in a heartbeat.
Would you?
If they had one every weekend,
Yeah.
I'd go.
Would you go to another one?
Everyone that they have.
I mean, we got a lot of people to work with us. We picked up a lot of friendlies. We just grew because we were friendly, and we started collecting nice people and wrecking the bad guys.
Yeah.
So I mean, for Chris and all the guys out at Ballahack, I really appreciated the game. I had a great time. The pizza was sweet. The raffle was pretty cool, even though I obviously never win anything. And I'm game to do another one whenever. As you can probably saw through the video, there's lots of cool pictures of all the cool stuff that we did. So I mean, if you're not there, I feel you're missing. I mean, right? You feel you feel that way?
Yeah. If you thought about going and didn't go, you missed out, and you need to go. You need to go next year.
Yeah, that was me.
Yep. Revelations 5. We're gonna try to not make Robbie come this time too.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get that to work.
You guys are gonna miss me again.
So this has been Anthony
John.
Biggs.
from Amped Airsoft. You can check us out on Facebook, YouTube. Check out our website.
You can tweet us.
Tweet us if you want.
On the
I
Twitter.
guess if you want to tweet us. And to all the guys we ran with at Revelations, and to all the guys at Ballahack, Chris and all those guys and his family. We had a great time. We'll be back for the next one. And this is Anthony. Talk to you guys later.
Come on, they're all dead. Let's go.
I don't know which is an enemy and which is not.
Medics! Medic!
Where am I shooting?